want to make sure.
Hopefully I don't have to let people in. Uh-oh. Oopsie. Oh, and it's on me. It's recording. Shoot. Come on. Turn around. Turn around. There we go. Okay. Admit. All right. Pretty good size what? Oh, hey, Kelly.
10 by 10.
Hello.
Let's see. How can I get back
Hi, Kelly.
to
Thank
Greg?
you.
There we are. Thank you. Can you hear Greg okay?
I
Hello,
can.
Good morning.
Morning.
Did you say you could hear?
Yeah, I can hear. Everything's fine, and I don't hear any wind or anything like that.
Nice. Okay.
Good.
All right. Cool. Well, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. I have my phone on silent, but it might still ring. But that hopefully will not affect the recording. Maybe I should turn my phone off. It's hard to see in the sun, but we are recording, so don't say anything controversial.
Hmm.
Kelly, I shut my
Or
phone.
you can.
Kelly, I shut my phone.
What'd Steve say?
He said he shut his phone off. Okay. Or ring. Okay. All right. Well, I know there might be a few more people.
Are you kidding? Thank you guys for setting this up.
We'll give this a shot.
Nice. That's right.
All right. Well, you know what? Maybe since we are recording, we'll just go ahead and get started. If anybody joins us, great. If they don't, they'll still be able to see it. And we'll get started. Thanks for being on, Kelly.
No problem.
All right. Happy October, everyone. It is a new hybrid type event that Main Street Wellington is trying. We've been having business-to-business mixers since October of 2016. The first one was at Wellington Music. So Steve Neff is also here trying out this new COVID-friendly way, although I guess I should have my mask on, sorry. But welcome if you're viewing or if you're seeing this on a recording. I want to introduce to you Greg Jones. He is the owner of First Choice Storage, and he's going to tell us about his business and his experiences in Wellington. So thanks for being on and being our guinea pig this morning, Greg.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Thanks, Jenny. Appreciate it. Good morning, Wellington. Thanks for joining us this morning. Again, I'm Greg Jones with First Choice Storage. We're located just on the east side of Wellington, right next to the Wellington Vet Clinic. And the facility's been here for a number of years, early 2000s it started. And I purchased the facility about 3 years ago. And since then have grown the facility a little bit. I've added an additional building here. So we've got 5 buildings. We've got about 150 units here. And they range in size from, on the small end, 5 by 10, up to 20 by 20. And there's 4 different units in between there, 10 by 10s, 10 by 20s, and 10 by 30s. So really a wide variety of sizes to fit anything you probably need to store within a reasonable, within reason.
So what sets you apart from your competitors?
Well, I think the facility's in very nice shape. You'll find that that all the units are clean and dry. We've got a very good security system here in terms of video security, high definition, real-time security. So You can feel confident that the premises are being watched, and if anything were to happen, there's good reporting of of past events that potentially would happen. And good news is, being in Wellington, it's a great small community. I've had really good luck with all the people that are my customers and rent from me. And it's just a really good community to be in. And I really haven't ever had any issues out here like that. So
Knock on wood.
yeah, knock on wood.
So what makes you proud to be owner of First Choice Storage?
Well, the kind of the history of this was I was looking for a retirement job, and it was kind of happenstance, but the stars lined up, and I was able to purchase the facility, as I mentioned, about 3 years ago. And I like serving the community. And what's amazing about storage is that there's a lot of need for storage. And I found that there's people need storage sometimes in a real pinch. So it's kind of gratifying when I can come out and help somebody. They might, I have people that call me today and they need it right now because of some situation that they're in, they need to store their belongings. So it's just very nice to serve the community and to have a facility that's available for Wellington and surrounding areas.
So let's take a little look at this unit, and then we're going to look at another one.
Yeah.
But while we look, can you tell us, you were sharing a few things, about different customers that, some use it for storage of cars, or you come out sometimes and you said people are just hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, people store things here for a variety of reasons. This unit happens to be a 10 by 10 unit, not the smallest size, but the second smallest size. And yeah, people store things for a variety of reasons, and they store various things here. So a lot of people, particularly recently with the real estate being the way that it is, a lot of people are in transition, buying and selling homes. So I've got a lot of people that move things here. If they're moving, they want to declutter their house while they're selling it. And then once they've sold, oftentimes they can't get into their new place right away. Or if they're building, it's going to take a while. So we got a lot of folks that store things here on a temporary basis. We do store vehicles, so a lot of folks will bring some of their nicer cars here that they want to store maybe in the winter time as their summer driver, and they'll leave it here during the winter time. We have long-term renters that really use the facility as kind of their off-site garage. And they'll come here on weekends and do, what they would normally do in a garage, maybe attached to their house. And we've got people that have been here 15 plus years that just use the facility as kind of an extension of their own home.
Nice.
So yeah, there's all, anything pretty much goes, other than anything hazardous.
Yes. I know when I used to store items when I lived in Nevada, one of my friends shared it with me, and she would store all of her holiday decorations.
Oh yeah.
So I even saw a post that she did recently going to get her Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like an extra room of their house, like you said, in an extension.
Exactly. I have several people that do exactly that.
Yeah.
We also have some interested folks that buy things. They buy things in bulk that they want to resell. Folks that buy trailer loads full of things, or that are just like American pickers that you see on TV, that go and buy things at auction, or buy things that they plan to resell, and they'll store them here and sell them out of here. We also have some business owners that store their construction companies, folks that do rentals. They store their equipment or their materials here. And what I didn't mention is it's open 24/7, so folks have access to their to their belongings or to their materials or whatever they've got stored here whenever they need to get to it.
Nice. Well, let's take a walk and see the other unit. And I apologize. Hopefully I don't trip and scare everybody, but let's keep talking.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got 5 buildings here. You'll see some of the ground.
So yeah, I'm gonna do a quick span. Here's some of the buildings, and then we're going out this way. So I wonder if any husbands have like a little sign up that says what's in the storage unit stays in the storage unit so their wife doesn't know, or
I've got some funny stories about that.
there's probably some wives who could do that too.
I'll tell you a funny story. I got an email that from a lady that said that they were moving out of their storage unit.
Mm-hmm.
And some time went by, and I kept checking the unit to see if it was empty, and it wasn't empty.
Huh.
So I called the husband who was on my rental agreement, and I said, "Hey, I got an email that you were moving out." He said, "I'm not moving out."
Uh-oh.
And I said, "Well, I got a call that you were moving out." He goes, "Oh, that was my wife."
Oh no.
So I guess his wife wanted him to move out, but he's here to this day.
She was like, "It's time to downsize."
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah, I bet you could probably share some good stories. Wow, this is huge.
Yeah, so this
You
is
could park
one of the
it.
bigger units. This is the second largest size. It's a 10 by 30.
Okay.
So you can very easily fit a vehicle in here. I've got
Yeah.
some folks with both vehicles and motorcycles in the same unit. Or if you just have a lot of stuff to store, a 10 by 30 is a good size for that. I also have 20 by 20s, which is even slightly larger than this one. So there's a good variety of sizes for whatever needs you might have.
Wonderful. So what are some of the future plans that you have?
Well, the site is actually 4.5 acres, so I've got some room to expand. Just kind of keeping an eye on the market and what's happening. Although right now we're very lucky to be pretty full at this moment. So I've got spots to put 2 more buildings if that made sense. Or we've also thought about putting some outdoor RV and boat storage here, because I've had a lot of inquiries about that. So both of those are kind of on the table as potential future expansion here, and just kind of depends on supply and demand. So we'll see what happens. But I have a pretty good feeling that I'm going to do one of those 2 things here in the next couple of years.
Okay. So this is more of a personal question, but I know that you've been coming to business mixers since probably late 2016 or possibly 2017. I think your first one might have been at the Elms Retirement.
2007, yeah.
2017.
Yep.
So what has that experience been? Just kind of getting into Wellington, and talk about your love, I'll say that, for Main Street Wellington.
Yeah, absolutely. No, very soon after I bought the facility, I was just looking for ways to network in the community, and because I live a little bit outside of town here toward the Medina area, and so anyhow, I joined Main Street Wellington, not a month or 2, I think, after I'd actually purchased the facility. So I started attending events, and one of the business-to-business events were some of the first that I've attended. So since then, over the last 3 years, I've gone to not everyone, but many of them. It's a great way to network with the other business owners in the community, just to see what other businesses are like in the community. And just really the more important thing is to meet other people. And I've been able to meet a lot of folks in town, get to know them. I've had a lot of folks from Main Street Wellington actually rent units from me as they've needed them. Some for business purposes, some for personal purposes. And anyhow, I just can't say enough about the organization, how the businesses support each other, and what it can do for your business. So very happy to be a part of Main Street Wellington. 100% glad that I joined, and I encourage anybody else out there to join and then also attend as many functions as you possibly can.
Wonderful, and thank you for your support. You have been coming to a lot. You may be the person who's been to the most, so I should have an award for you. Here you go. A gold star.
Gold star.
Wonderful. Well, how about we walk up to the front so people can kind of see the sign? And I think we've covered everything pretty well. Steve, do you have any questions?
Nope. I just want to thank Greg for taking the time to let us do this today, and for Greg's contributions to the Business Enhancement Committee. Greg kind of attended a few meetings and liked it, so he's agreed to volunteer his time to help the other businesses with our committee. So thank you for everything you do for the community, Greg.
Very welcome. I'm glad to do it. And, again, it's been a great partnership.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we'll take a walk up to the front and check it out up there.
All right. I see that Lad just joined us, or I may have admitted you a little late. So we are going to have this on record. So I will make sure you get that. Hopefully Lad at Brothers Chevrolet will be allowing us to come and do a hybrid session with them. Let's see. Do you have? Uh-oh, and there's your extra alarm.
Yeah, we got guard dogs next door.
An extra added security benefit.
We love our neighbors.
Yeah. So what are some other fun things that you can tell us about being the owner of a storage facility?
Well, the biggest issue I have is weeds.
Oh, wow, yes.
Because I've got a lot of gravel, a lot of weeds. So it's fun trying to keep up with that.
Oh, my.
But, no, it's really fun because I just get to meet a real variety of people, and I personally meet with each and every person that rents a unit from me. So they'll fill out some paperwork, a little rental agreement, but I'll come out and set an appointment and meet with folks when they need to get a unit, make sure they're getting into the right size unit, and just making sure everything's working out for them.
You know, the one question that I know we haven't gone over yet is how are the leases? What are the typical leases for the units?
I mean, basically, it's really mostly a month to month. We do start you out just for the first 2 months, so you pay the first 2 months, and there's a security deposit, which is refundable. But for the most part, then after the first couple of months, you're on a month to month as long as you need. And we do electronic billing. There's a website that you can make payments on. So we try to make it as easy as possible for folks to move in and then stay as long as they want, and paying online.
Okay, wonderful. So you can pay online.
Credit card, debit card, PayPal.
Wow.
They mail me a check, and I do accept that.
Ah, wonderful. Well, I see that Elise just joined us as well. We're going to take a quick shot of the front of the building, and then we will try to open this up if there's any questions. Again, this is our first hybrid meeting, so we're learning as we go, but it has been or is being recorded, so we will be able to play this. So if you missed the beginning and some of what Greg shared with us, we encourage you to check that out. So here is a view of their sign. He is right on the outskirts of town. And if you were viewing a few minutes ago, you saw how far the property goes back. It's pretty far. Whoops.
A lot of people come out here that live in Wellington or in the area. They're like, I never even noticed that this place was here. Until you need storage, you really don't pay a lot of attention to it. But, nice deep property, so it's a lot of things. Steve just brought something up that that is common with storage facilities. On occasion, we do have auctions when something happens. Where folks just can't pay, or in some cases they just disappear. I've had a couple folks that just disappeared. I don't even know where they went. But the auctions here we do are online. So there's some web platforms. The one I use is called storagetreasures.com. And there's several other ones out there. But so anyhow, if that happens, I put a notification in the paper that there's going to be an auction, and you would just go to the website, and if you wanted to bid on a unit, you can basically you purchase the entire unit, and everything's yours. Whatever's in the unit is yours. So it's kind of an interesting process.
So you don't see what's in the unit. It's just surprise.
Well, no. What I'm allowed to do is open the door, and I take pictures of what's in the unit. But anything that's buried underneath or in boxes, you really don't know. So really, what you see from the outside is what you get.
Right.
And that's, the website storagetreasures.com. It's kind of true. You never, there can be treasures buried.
Right. Or somebody's junk.
Or somebody's junk is somebody else's treasure, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. That could be kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's fun. So good.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to see if I can figure out if we can open this up. Oh, there is a chat. Oh, Elise said, hi, Greg. Smile, smile.
Hi, Elise.
Thanks, Elise. Thanks for watching.
I met Elise through Main Street, Wellington, and she's helped me with some real estate.
Nice. That is why we do this. Okay, phone. She sure has spunk and sparkle. Every time I see pink and glitter, I think Elise Coker needs this. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to unmute people. I'm in the sun, so does anyone have any questions? Kelly's there. I think Lad is there. Elise, you might need to unmute yourself. Or
I know from us, we had 3 units with Greg when we were moving offices and houses and all of that. So one of the 10 by 10s was only filled with toys from my children.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, they're spoiled.
Was that when you just had Mackenzie, or was that with both of them?
Matthew was little. It was when we were moving from our first house to the temporary house to the third house.
Oh my goodness.
Along with the office and all the craziness we do.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful. So
And Elise used some units for a while because she was helping some of her clients declutter their homes, and she was actually helping them, strategically set up the houses and do some of the stuff over here temporary.
that would be perfect for real estate. So Lad had a question. He wanted to know what the pricing on your units are.
Yeah, so the smallest unit of 5 by 10 is $45 a month. And so 10 by 10 is 65, 10 by 20 is 90, 10 by 30 is 130, my 20 by 20s are 107.
Wonderful. Very cool. Any other questions? Oh, okay. And Elise is saying, I personally rented from Greg, and so did my siblings. He was great. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Okay. Well, this hybrid B2B is going okay. I think. It's hard to see in the sun, but we have to do what we have to do. And
Better than seeing in the snow.
yes. It's good point. It is a little brisk, but it's wonderful. Let's see. Are there any other questions?
Maybe next year we can do a live event, and we talked about coming out here, setting up maybe a little tent or a little whatever, having a cookout.
Yeah.
And, kids could play soccer in the back, whatever, So an outdoor event when the timing is right.
Yeah. Actually, if you have a customer appreciation day, have all of your renters come out and have a big old barbecue or potluck rather.
Great mark.
Hopefully we can do that in the future with COVID. Who knows? All prepackaged food, right? All right. Are there any other questions out there from anybody in Zoom land? I do not see any. Well, Greg, this is your final time to tell us anything else that
I think
Wellington needs to know about you.
I think we've covered anything. I mean, if anybody has any questions or needs to contact me, I do have a website, firstchoicestorage.com and or .net. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
First Choice is a
First
.net, firstchoicestorage.net. Just call the phone number you see there, and I'm pretty much available all the time. I try to answer my phone as quickly as possible, or leave me a message. And glad to answer any questions or help you out. So that's about it. But thanks for joining this morning. Appreciate it.
Wonderful. Thank you again. I'm going to check real quick. Any other questions? All right, everybody. Thanks for joining, and hopefully we'll have another hybrid B2B soon, or if we're lucky, a live one. So thanks again. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Stop recording and end. All right. And